What's up, Berserker Pager Store family? Sorry, my camera's really dirty right now. I don't have time to wash it down without... I'll just do this. But the cops are about the pedophile. Sorry I didn't get our conversation recorded, but I will be pulling up the body cam footage and be doing a Freedom of Information Act report to get the footage from Wawa from what exactly happened. And I'm just waiting for them to come back over. But I had to show them pictures and video on my phone as I was speaking to them, because I actually got the guy's tag on picture. He already knows, the cop said he already knows who the fucking guy is. You'll see all that when I pull hopefully his body cam's on. I should have asked or paid attention, but I was worried about getting this taken care of because it's been an hour and a half since it happened. So, the sad thing is nobody really even seems to care that this happened. Man, when I was growing up, if somebody did something like this, you'd be dead, bro. You'd be gone. You'd be gone. They even thanked me for holding myself back because they know exactly what I wanted to do. They know exactly what I wanted to do. But when you have a liberal sheriff that bends the knee to BLM, you go to prison, buddy. There's no pass go. There's no justice in my town. In Port Charlotte, Florida, there's no justice. Hopefully there's going to be some justice against this guy for exposing himself to children. But we'll see what happens. You know, they're making a report right now. I'm going to get a case number. And then once the report's filed, I'll do a Freedom of Information Act and I'll do a public records. You don't have to do a Freedom of Information Act for the Sheriff's Department. You do just a public records request. Sometimes they charge you, sometimes they don't. Just know there is a maximum fee that they can charge you. They can't just charge you for every little piece of information. Find out what the maximum fee in your state is, because there is a max fee in most states. At least in the state of Florida, there's a max fee of what they can charge you. They've tried to charge me outrageous amounts for video recordings before. And then I looked up the law and found out there is a maximum amount they're allowed to charge. They're not allowed to charge any more than that for records, especially digital records. So it is what it is. I got a good officer that came up too. I know this kid. He's been around for he's been sent out to the majority of things that have happened in this town that have to do with patriotism and pedophiles, you know, when they come out and they do opposition protests, or like after the hurricane when I was helping people and stuff like that. So I know all these officers. They've all had to stop and talk to me over the years because and this is what the pedophile had a problem with, by the way. He thought the answer to seeing this was exposing himself to children. He thought the answer to seeing this was pulling his pants down and exposing himself to children. And then being real creepy and driving by the parents' car. Man, what I want to know is, what kind of parent are you that you just let that dude expose himself to your children and you didn't do shit? My mom would have killed that motherfucker. Let me tell you what, my mom's a biker. She would have killed that motherfucker in her day. Bro, I wouldn't have flown. Okay, he'd be done, he'd be gone. It took every fight. I'm shaking from it still. It's been 2 hours, I'm still shaking from it. That's all I want to do is get a hold of this guy. You know, what a sicko. If he's willing to do that, here's what you got to think about. If he's willing to do that in the middle of a parking lot in front of everybody and cameras and laugh about it, and then after he does it, he's willing to wave at the children he just exposed himself to in front of the parents, then what do you think he's doing when people can't see him? What kind of creepy shit? Dude's probably sitting on the side of the road just doing weird, nasty stuff while he's watching kids, man. This dude's sick. Like I said before, the officer, once I showed him the picture of the car, he's like, oh, we already know who that guy is. You know, so I mean, they already know who the guy is. It is what it is, guys. I love you. Have a very blessed day. Be safe.